Hey guys, how you going? And welcome to this second 2020 International between New Zealand and England. We are playing at Westpac Stadium here in Wellington on a bright sunny day. And let's head down to the lineups. As you'll see shortly, I've replicated the lineups from the first 2020 International that was played at the Hagley Oval. So as you can see there, Southee is still captaining the side. He took, I'm pretty sure last time New Zealand played England at the Westpac Stadium was the 2015 World Cup, I believe, where Southee took, I think it was 7 wickets. So hoping to replicate that form today. As we take a look at the pitch, standard looking pitch, probably good to have a bat first, as New Zealand have one toss here. I wouldn't be surprised if they choose to bat on this medium standard pitch, and they have. So Guptill and Munro will be walking out to the crease shortly, hoping to get amongst the runs after these two failed to fight in the first match. As we see there, Sam Curran opening the bowling there, and looking to get a few quick runs early on. We fell just short. I think it was by 11 runs in the first match, so hoping the batting will be a bit better this time as he leaves that one. Last ball of the first over, only the one coming off, so quite a good start there from Curran. Quite economical in that regard. Tom Curran will be opening up from the other end, as we can see here. The brothers opening up, and Guptill facing 1 of 3 heres, and yeah, just trying to increase that run rate. It hasn't been the greatest start with only the one coming off, and he tries to drive down to mid-off. Goes nowhere though, unfortunately. Second ball, this time he finds the gap. Don't know what the fielder was doing there. He just stopped and let the ball roll over it, and it's going to go for 4. So there's the first boundary of the match. Well needed boundary, considering they were going at under 1 and over before. We see Rashid being brought on pretty early on in the piece, and straight away Munro goes bang over square leg for 4. Once again, Munro facing, and he's going to hold out there. That is a pretty poor shot, got nothing on it, and Rashid picks up England's first wicket of the match. And there we go, Munro departing for 5 of 6 deliveries. New Zealand 1 for 11 in strife early on. As we see Guptill go bang over extra cover. That's going to go for an 84 metre 6 there. It's a well needed boundary, as Pat Brown has been absolutely pumped. Look at that, just straight off the, well, it's pretty much almost towed, but New Zealand 1 for 19, and it's pretty much next ball, I think. It goes straight past the fielder once again. He's having an absolute mare. Just watching it go by for the second time of the innings, and Guptill picks up another 4. It's a well needed boundary. 1 for 23 now as Guptill, that is very Munro-esque. He just pops it up to the man at mid-wicket. Pat Brown with a good comeback ball there, and it's Guptill, unfortunately, who has to depart. As we take a look at this replay, just got nothing on it. It was trying to go bang once more. A bit low there, trying to go over the fielder, but not to be. And Vince with a simple grab with his back turned against them, but Barney Guptill would pass for 16 off 16, New Zealand 2 for 23. It's a great nut there from Rashid, beat him all ends up. Seifert this time hits this one out into the gap, down into cover. He's going to pick up 2 runs there, as New Zealand move on to 2 for 27, only going at just over 5 and over, or 5.5. Hasn't been the greatest start there. This time Seifert goes bang over cover. That one should go for 1 or 2 bounces. Yep, it's going to go for 4. Good shot there, another well-needed boundary. We go straight off the middle of the bat, and this time Seifert once again. It's been a common theme here. After hitting a boundary, they always try and go again, and it just hasn't worked. They've got out. It's the 3rd time that's happened. Seifert departs for 7, caught by Milan. New Zealand 3 for 32, in a bit of strife here, as Taylor mixes out to the crease and plays a delightful pull shot. It is fantastic shot. He picks up his first boundary of the innings, as we see here. Rocks onto the back foot, swivels away, and that is carded for 4. This time, old mate hits this one out to deep point. It's going to pick up 2 there, and New Zealand 3 for 52. Not looking great, as Ross Taylor misses that one. But on this occasion, he makes no mistake. He absolutely pumps it through extra cover. That's going to go for 4. New Zealand 3 for 56. Wicket's definitely an issue, but as long as this partnership keeps going, it's going to be fantastic. But as soon as I say that, England pick up a wicket. A couple overs later, Lewis Gregory on his international 2020 debut in this game picks up Ross Taylor, a bit high on the bat there, little edge, and it goes through the Billings. Ross Taylor departs for 18 off 13. New Zealand 4 for 71 now, and straight away, massive edge. That is going to race for 4. Geez, Lewis Gregory really bowling quite well here. Massive edge there from Mitchell, and a leading edge this time. And that's going to go for a single. New Zealand at 4 for 80. And what sort of shot was that, Colin Munro? He's played the wrong line of it, and he's absolutely missed it. What is that? He's been bowled around his legs on off stump. That just doesn't make sense. As Colin Grandham departs for 25 off 26. New Zealand 5 for 80. And now, what's this? It's 8 overs to go. 5 for 87, or 7 overs to go now. It's not going to be great, is it? Daryl Mitchell looks like he's holed out. It's just happened so many times here. Gregory picks up another wicket. Daryl Mitchell departs for 10. This time, Mitchell Santner drives that one. He's going to pick up a quick single. New Zealand 6 for 80, or 6 for 91. There's the leading edge as well. The lad they can't get going. None of them have been able to. Even de Grandhome, he got 25, but it was a runner ball, so it wasn't great. As we see Curran bowling a no ball there. Here's a free hit, and Santner can't get a hold of it. Hits it to a deep square leg for just a 1 run, unfortunately. This time, I think Kugelheim is the man. He goes bang over mid-off. That is going to go for a 6. New Zealand 6 for 106 now, as that's dispatched for 79 metres. Gregory has been pumped there, but then next ball, I'm not sure what happened there. It's just popped up straight back to the bowler, and he's taken probably one of the easiest grabs he'll ever take. Not too sure what actually happened there. As we take a look at the replay, I don't know what happened. It just sort of looped up. It was a full toss, and then it's a pretty poor ball to get out on. This time, Southey, I think, looks like he's gone bang, but has he got enough on it? No, I don't think so. It's been caught on the boundary. New Zealand in dire straits at the moment. What's that? 7 or 8 down for 107. I thought we had enough on this one, but quite a long boundary out there. And in the end, it was a pretty simple grab. As Southey departs for 1, New Zealand 8 for 107. Santner on strike this time. He absolutely smashes it through extra cover. That one will go for a much needed boundary. And no ball as well, just to add on the misery there for Curran. Free hit coming up, and once again can't take advantage of this free hit. He's only going to pick up 2 more, but every run counts at this stage. And another no ball. What is Curran up to? He has some massive front foot issues. But then once again, the New Zealanders just cannot capitalise on these free hits. Just not sure what's going on. And then they're gone for 2, and then Billings, cannon of an arm there. He's well short for sure. He's been given out. What was going on there? So we take a look at the replay. Billings goes in and throws with his left hand with the glove on, and a direct hit. Well short Santner for 17 off 14. New Zealand 9 for 122 now, as Lockie Ferguson has joined Ish Sodhi. That's going to pick up the single there. But New Zealand, it's just not going to be enough runs, is it? And another no ball. What is happening, Curran? It's unbelievable. Another free hit, another lost opportunity there, as they failed to capitalise. Another run, but 9 for 133 at the moment. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. And that has been looped up in the air. Good timing, good footwork, good shot choice, but just didn't have the power on it. And England have dismissed New Zealand for 133. England needing 134 to take a 2-0 series in this 2-0 lead in this series. Vince with another easy grab. Top scorers Colin de Grandhome 25, Mitchell Santner 17. No one really got going at all. Looking at those strike rates there, they're very low. And Adil Rashid 2 for 15 off 4. Gregory 4 for 29 on debut. Wickets shared around. Curran didn't get one, but he bowled alright apart from the no balls. Bowled 5 or 6 no balls, which was a bit of a concern. But England needing 134 to win. They should be able to get this rather comfortably, you would imagine, with quite a strong batting lineup. As we see there, Lockie Ferguson opening up and gets dispatched over point for 4. Besso once again smashes it over the top. We put a man out there, bit of a misfield though, and he's going to pick up 2 runs. And Southey, first ball, it's a wide. This just sums up the game for New Zealand. And here's a chance in the slips, and no. The fielder watches that one go by, wasn't quick enough on it, and unfortunately, it's Milan picks up the boundary. Southey a bit unlucky there. Next ball, Milan goes bang. Second over, Ferguson charging in. Milan hits this one for 4. Southey back at it. He's going to pick up a wicket here. It's going to be caught behind from Seifert. And a much needed wicket there for New Zealand. 1 for 16 now. As Milan departs there. Sorry, Bairstow departs. It's gone for 6 off 7. It's the wicket we needed. And straight away, who is this? This is Milan facing. And that is going to be a wicket. Lockie Ferguson, I think, has picked up another wicket. A little 1-2 action there as New Zealand have picked up 2 for 16 now. Milan departs for 9, and this could be interesting, this chase. As now Vince, who made a half century in the first match, gets off with a bang over extra cover. England 2 for 22 off just over 3.2 overs now. Make that 2 for 26. Vince just carry on where you left off in the at the Hagley Oval match. And that's going to be another 4. So Vince teeing off, moving on to 14. And make that 18 actually. England going to be 2 for 36 off 5 overs. They started off with a bang. Ish Sodhi's been brought into the attack. Swing and a miss first up. Next ball, Morgan goes bang. That one's over sort of a wide fine leg. That's going to go for 4. This time he goes over mid-off. And that is going to be gone for another 4. Power play still in place. So can take advantage of these fields. Once again, ball straight after. It's going to go for another 4. Very annoying stuff there. Ish Sodhi been giving the treatment here. That's going to go for another 4. Owen Morgan moving on to 19. This is going to be a walk in the park now. 74 of 71. Just about a run of ball needed. And they've got 8 wickets in hand still. Going for a second there. It's a great arm. It is a great arm actually. Hold on. We're going upstairs here. Is this going to be out? And there we go. What a great throw from Ferguson. And then the pick up from Seifert. As we take a look at this replay, it's a bit controversial here. He's gone to actually throw it, but as he's gone to throw it, he's had the ball, he's thrown it, he's pushed it onto the wickets, and then he's thrown it. So I don't know how that happened, but we'll take the run out. England now 3 for 61. Need to go still a run of ball as Billings has joined Vince. We need one of these wickets. This is the partnership. If we can get Vince out, then it's all to play for. But that one is going to just go for 4, unfortunately. Vince on 27, Billings on 2, and that is going to go. Oh no, hang on. He's trying to throw it into the keeper, and that is gone for 5 runs as the last thing New Zealand needed here. When they need to go just under 6 and over. And then you've got Billings just whipping it away, sanding the 2 straight. No man out there. And Billings moving on to 18. Vince on to 27. They're going up there, and no, it's not going to give it. We'll review that one, see what happens. It did look pretty close as we look at the front foot. Ferguson's fine in that regard. Edjo, he didn't get anywhere near it. The only problem is going to be the impact. Now, is it going to be in line? It is the umpire's call, unfortunately. So the wicket, so the decision will stand, unfortunately. That would have been huge scenes if we could have got him out. But not to be, and England inch closer to victory as Vince goes bang game 3. Make that 3 down for 91. 43 netted off 47 as Billings hits that one. He's going to move on to the 20s now. And yeah, it's just been a very poor display here from New Zealand. Not much has gone right for them this match as Vince goes bang over cover. Has gone for 4. He is piling on the runs in this series as that's another boundary it looks like. Yeah, it's going to find the gap, and he's going to move into the 40s with that shot. And that's actually going to bring up the 50-run partnership between Vince and Billings of just 36 deliveries. England 3 for 111, 23 off 34 required. They're going to absolutely just walk this one in. It's going to be an absolute thrashing here on New Zealand's behalf. That's a good arm, but 2 more easy runs. Hang on, he's gone up there. Is that out? He's a little consolation wicket, unfortunately. I mean, we'll take the wicket. I mean, it's not going to matter too much in the scheme of things. As Vince departs for 47, they're going to go for a quick run here. Can Southey get it? No, he's decided to do the long barrier for some reason. And now Billings hits this one over the top. That's going to go for another 4. Billings, the vice captain, going pretty well here. 34, make that 35. Curran decides to get on the action. He's going to hit this one for a 1 bounce 4 just inside the rope. 6 needed. Billings goes for another expansive shot. We brought the field in because they need to go under a run of ball, and they just hit over the top. And once again, just 2 straight there. And that is unfortunately going to be the match. England winning by 6 wickets, but an absolute thrashing there. Not much has gone right so far this series for New Zealand as they take a 2-0, England take a 2-0 lead. So looking at the scorecard here, man of the match, Lewis Gregory in his 2020 debut for England, 4 for 29 up top, really causing issues there. Grant home top scoring for 25, Vince top scoring 47 for England, Billings 43 not out, and Southey pick of the bowlers for New Zealand, 2 for 37. So as you can see there are the stats. Vince on top, 107 runs. Gregory and Rashid with 4 wickets apiece. But that is going to be it for today's episode, today's match. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're feeling up to it, leave a comment down below. Always appreciate reading those. But until then, take it easy.